वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्।
He comes from a lineage of great sages, yogis, and saints from India. He began his spiritual journey at the age of 7 and was fully realized by the age of 14. During this time, he delved into different practices and acquired mastery over Tantra, Mantra, Yantra, Aghori practices, and Yaksha sadhana. He was a siddha and many masters, saints, and sages used to visit him in solitude to gain wisdom and guidance from him since the tender age. Although he has been helping humanity since childhood, he never disclosed this part of him to the world, and only the advanced yogis and masters were aware of his divine presence. Only in the last 2 years he chose few people from the world and started guiding them in their spiritual paths, and those who have been closely associated with him have witnessed many miracles in his presence. Despite being a family person, he is a yogi and intends to help people entangled in this world achieve Jivan Mukti, liberation while being alive. He is truly in the world but not of the world, and if you really want to understand him, look him beyond his physical appearance and just sit with him and you will never be the same again. In his presence you will transcend your body and mind and experience the state of Sat, absolute truth, Chit, pure consciousness, Ananda, eternal bliss. Let us fold our hands in front of his divinity and with a heart filled with gratitude and love welcome our spiritual guru, the realized soul, and our enlightened master, Guru Manash Mishra.
ओ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मा मृतं गमय सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। अहं ब्रह्मास्मि। Good morning, everyone, and good evening to all the other people from the other side of the planet. स्वागत है आप सभी का. So this Sunday, although Hari Bhai asked me like, what is going to be the topic of the day? I said, no, me. And the topic that we chose is, मैं नहीं रहूंगा. I will not be there. So, although I didn't told the topic, I said, you just keep that name, but I will declare the name what it is. So what is the topic for this day? Is it a topic or it is a statement? So the reason why I asked you to say that is, most probably that is what we are working on. मैं नहीं रहूंगा. We all, because many people go through many phases of life, both in this world as well as spirituality. कई सारे सवाल उठते हैं उसमें से. Many questions, and many people dance around it and many people cry around it. कुछ हंस लेते हैं, कुछ रो लेते हैं. So again, kind of a yardstick that we are going to experience, and at the same time I'm going to tell you a story, and after this story we'll do a meditation also. Story becomes the base, meditation becomes the realization. Everyone ready? Good. कुछ लोगों के ऊपर मेडिटेशन सुनते ही चमक आ जाती है. They just keep like, wow, brighten up. Okay. So the story that I heard some time ago, when I was thinking like, what should I tell? This one popped up and I said, so let's go ahead. तो यही कहानी से शुरू करते हैं और देखते हैं आज ये कहानी से शुरू होकर हम कहां तक जाते हैं. Because we never put a rule book, we never put a guideline that we will only travel this path, but let's see where we go. So ready to voyage again into an unknown zone? But in that unknown zone, you will find glimpses of your own self. लग तो रहा होगा कि ये कौन सा मार्ग है, लेकिन जब हम उसमें चलेंगे तो कहीं ना कहीं आप भी दिखोगे उसमें. So here we go. So it was long time ago. बहुत पुरानी बात है. And there used to be a very bad person who used to be looting people. लोगों को लूटता, परेशान करता, धन कमाता और बस मजे करता. All that he does, all that he do is, all that he knows is that all that I can do, all I can I have, let it me have it. रीजन क्या था उसके पीछे ये करने के लिए? He didn't had anyone in his family. So this is not the story of Angulimal or anyone. So उसके पीछे कोई था ही नहीं, but he always used to do that because he only has one concept in his mind. उसका एक विचार था. वो विचार क्या था? Somebody sold him the idea that he only lives once. एक ही बार जीते हो और जीवन एक ही बार मिलता है. You only live once, you only get one life. So he decided on his part that if it is only one life, इसके बाद तो कुछ है ही नहीं. So what should I do? जितने मजे लेने हैं ले लो. वो चाहे सच्चे मार्ग से चल के हो या झूठे मार्ग से चल के हो, जो मिले मतलब you grab it by hook or crook, you get it and enjoy it. इस तरीके का व्यक्ति. Hedonism, yes. And now you just see the concept of rebirth that is there in this culture. हमारे culture में जो है ये पुनर्जन्म का, it itself stops you from doing many wrong things. Yes or no? क्यों कहते कि अरे कर्म है, वापस लौट के आएगा. If you do wrong, it will come back to you. So that itself stops us from doing anything wrong. But in this case, he didn't have that idea. He said, जो करना है कर लो, यही जीवन है. This is the only one thing. And we see there are many people in this world, those who believe that, and you see what kind of life they live and what kind of world they are create. वो खुद परेशान तो नहीं होते, दूसरों को परेशान करते रहते हैं. So he was just like that, like लूटना, पैसे लूट लेना लोगों को और मार देना. He has done all the heinous kind of things. जितने बुरे कर्म करना था सब कुछ कर लिया था. But one fine day he was going through a village और वहां पे प्रवचन चल रहा था. Anyone going through this village? देखो सभी हैं, all of us. Why do I say so? That you are also visiting this village. The reason behind is, although we don't kill others, although we don't loot others, although we don't give pain to others, we do all that to ourselves. है कि नहीं उषा जी? दूसरों को हम करे ना करे, अपने साथ तो अन्याय कर ही देते हैं. Shall I take few names or people will think I am taking their name means they are the culprits and other people are saints? No, मैंने तो बस नाम लिया. कहानी जिसकी है उसको तो पता चल ही जाएगा. It is so when you are in spirituality, one thing that you have to understand it is not only doing no harm to others, it is also not doing any harm to your own self. Okay, तो चलो गांव में आज घूमो, थोड़ा प्रवचन चल रहा है, ठीक है. So the प्रवचन is going on and वो जाता है और वो क्या सुनता है? The guru that was sitting there and what he is saying कि in this life you should do good, सब अच्छा करना चाहिए, don't do bad to others. रेगुलर जो हर चीज हर कोई बोलता है इसे, हम कहते सभी को है, अप्लाई नहीं करते अपने ऊपर. We don't apply that thing on our own selves. We somehow become good for others, not for ourselves yet. So still some sadhana is left, I believe. Then वो गुरु कहते जाते कि लोगों की भलाई करो, do good to others, don't do bad anything to them. One life, even there is another life after that, and even if this is one life, you should do only good things, not bad things. अच्छे कर्म करने चाहिए. ये सब सुन रहा है और इसके पल्ले कुछ नहीं पड़ रहा. He is listening everything but is not agreeing to anything. साला क्या बकवास कर रहा है बैठ के आज. अगर एक ही जीवन मिला है तो जितना कमाना चाहिए कमा लो, जितना खर्चा करना चाहिए कर लो, जितने मजे लेने ले लो. अरे क्या बात कर रहा है कि बैठ के खाली अच्छे अच्छे काम करो. बिल्कुल पागल आदमी है. बट वो संत थे, वो उनका जो बोलना था वो बोलते गए और पूरा प्रवचन सुना बैठ के। आप लोग प्रवचन किस लिए सुनते हो? ताकि आपके अंदर परिवर्तन आए, राइट? वो प्रवचन क्यों सुन रहा था? ताकि वो गुरु के अंदर परिवर्तन ला सके। आर यू गेटिंग दैट? कभी कभी होता है ना। सो ही वॉज लिसनिंग सो दैट ही विल लिसन एवरीथिंग एंड ही विल टीच ए लेसन टू दैट गुरु। मतलब मैं पूरा सुनता हूं तू आज क्या क्या बोलता है, फिर तेरे को बताता हूं कि होता क्या है, व्हाट इज द रियलिटी ऑफ इट। पूरा सुना, देन आई सेड आज बताता हूं तेरे को प्रवचन। देन व्हाट goes on, and all the people left, the guru goes inside his hut, और रात का समय होता है, वो ध्यान में बैठता है। and when he is sitting in his ध्यान, ये उसके कुटिया में जाता है। he goes into his hut with a sword in his hand and puts it on the neck of the guru, और जोर से चिल्ला के कहता है, बहुत बड़ी बड़ी बातें कर रहा था, ये कह रहा था कि हमें पता भी नहीं है हमारा जीवन कितना बाकी है, और अगर 10 दिन तक जीवन बाकी है, हमें ये पता भी नहीं है, तो हम तो ऐसे ही जिएंगे जैसे हमको हजारों लाखों साल जीना है। जब तक हमें पता नहीं चलता कि हमारी मौत आ रही है, हम तो ऐसे जीते हैं कि जैसे लाखों साल जिएंगे, और अच्छे कर्म बाद में कर लेंगे। और बड़ी बड़ी अच्छे अच्छे बातें कर रहा था, लेकिन देख अभी तलवार तेरे गले पे लगी हुई है। नाउ द sword is on your throat and you are just you will be just alive for a few more minutes, that's it. Now what do you say? क्या कहते हो अब? तो ये भी, मैंने तो कुछ कमा भी लिया अपने जीवन में, तू क्या किया? What did you got in your life? कुछ भी तो नहीं। देख कैसे घर में रहता है, कुछ भी नहीं खाया, कुछ भी नहीं पिया, कुछ भी एंजॉय नहीं किया, एंड यू सी नाउ यू आर अबाउट टू डाई। सो व्हाट डू यू हैव टू से अबाउट दिस? क्या जिया तू अपने जिंदगी में? Then finally the guru opens his eyes with a smile on his face and he says, but why do you do that? तू तलवार लाके क्यों लगाया है? सो वो पूरा नैरेट करता है स्टोरी कि ये है कि आई बिलीव इन दिस एंड ऑल दैट। लोगों को जो बोल रहा था ना, तो बेकार की बातें, मैं तुझे सिखाना चाहता हूं कि सही बात क्या है। व्हाट हैव यू गॉट इन योर लाइफ? तुम्हारे जीवन में तूने क्या पाया? द गुरु कंटिन्यूज टू लाफ एंड ही सेज, उसे हंसी देख के इसकी और गुस्सा आ जाता है। ही सेड, "Have you gone crazy or what?" He says, "I am not. You might be." तो क्या कहते हैं, अभी I will just cut your head. He says, "Do that because what I have to achieve in my life I have already achieved." जो मुझे मिलना था मुझे मिल चुका है, अब मृत्यु तो किसी दिन भी आनी है, तो आज आ जाए तो क्या। और वैसे भी जिसने आज तक सांसें दी, अगर वो सांसें रोकना चाहे तो हम कौन होते? उसने सांसें दी तो सांसें चल रही थी, और उसने सांसें रोक दी तो रोक दी। What is the big deal in that? Because I've already achieved what I want to achieve. And by saying this much, what the guru did is, within a fraction of a second, removed this sword from his neck and put it on the neck of that bad person. उसके गले में तलवार लगा देते हैं, और जैसे ही तलवार उसके गले में लगती है, he was for a shock in a moment. बोला मैं तो इनको बहुत शांत समझ रहा था, ये तो तलवार भी चलाना जानते हैं। Just turned it around, put it on his neck, and he says, "What happened?" And he just pushes it a little bit towards his neck, and he says, "Sorry, please forgive me," and all this. He said, "क्यों, क्या हो गया? तुझे भी तो जो जीवन में पाना था तूने भी तो पा लिया है ना। तुझे जो मजे लेने थे तूने मजे ले लिए, अब डर क्यों रहा है?" And he says, "Forgive me, मुझे माफ कर दो, आज छोड़ दो," and all those stuff. He says, "Don't worry, I have never killed anyone, so I'm not going to kill you. But did you realize what happened? You think you have gotten something in your life. तुझे लगता है कि तूने जीवन में बहुत कुछ पा लिया है, लेकिन देख तेरा मृत्यु का डर तू अभी जीत नहीं पाया। ऑल दैट यू हैव अक्वायर्ड, तुझे डर है कहीं खो ना जाए वो सारे चीजें। इट माइट नॉट जस्ट वैनिश विद इन ए मोमेंट। तो क्या पाया तूने अपने जीवन में? और यही कह के ही ड्रॉप्स द स्वॉर्ड। एंड देन फॉर ए मोमेंट दिस पर्सन थिंक्स, हाउ अबाउट, बहुत चालाक आदमी था देखो, हाउ अबाउट हैविंग ए लाइफ ऑफ व्हाट आई डू एंड बी साइलेंट लाइक हिम। वो कहते हैं कि ऐसा जीवन अगर हुआ तो कितना मजे हो जाए। तो उन्हें पूछता है कि हाउ आर यू लाइक दिस, हाउ कैन आई बी लाइक दैट। तो ये गुरु कहता तेरे से तो नहीं हो पाएगा, यू कैन नॉट डू इट, सो लीव इट। तो व्हाई डू यू से सो, कि मैं व्हाई शुड आई लीव इट। आप तो प्रवचन में कह रहे थे कि किसी को भी ये स्थान मिल सकता है, एंड नाउ यू आर डिनाइंग मी। देन गुरु वाज लाइक, बट what is the problem with you? He says, my problem is I want to be like you, but I love what I do. मैं जो करता हूं वो करने से मुझे बड़े मजे मिलते हैं। ये करने से क्या मिलेगा तुम मुझे पहले बताओ, अगर ये करने से मुझे कुछ और मिल सकता है तो मैं ये भी करने को तैयार हूं। तो गुरु जोर से हंसते हैं, बोलते जिसमें मजा आ रहा है वही कर, यहां क्यों आना चाहता है। बट मेनी ए टाइम्स व्हाट वी डू, वी फोर्स अदर पीपल। तो गुरु कहते हैं मजे आ रहा है उसी में, वही करता रहे, इसमें क्यों आना चाहता है। बट ही सेज, बट दिस sword when it was on my neck I realized something, that I am living in fear. गुरु कहते हैं इसीलिए तो हाथ में तलवार ले रखा है, तुझे दूसरों से इतना डर है कि तेरे हाथ में तलवार चाहिए। You are so fearful of others that you need a sword and you think you are powerful. और हम भी कभी कभी अपने तलवार निकाल ही लेते हैं। We bring out our swords, right? When you bring out your swords, what exactly is that? तभी देखना, तलवार आप तभी निकालते हो जब आपको डर है। Yes or no? आप लड़ाई तभी करते हो जब आपको डर है कि कहीं मैं हार ना जाऊं, तब जोर जोर से चिल्लाने लगते हो। तलवार निकल गया, डर आ गया, and that is the moment when you fight. आपकी कहानी है क्या? नहीं ना? हाँ, तो आगे चलते हैं। Not your story, right? Good. So you are sent. So let's move ahead. तो कहता है कि तो फिर बट आई वॉन्ट टू ऑल्सो गेट दिस। गुरु कहता है तेरे से नहीं हो पाएगा, यू जस्ट लीव इट, यू कैन नॉट डू इट। नो 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 नो, आई हैव टू। गुरु कहता है ठीक है, अगर इफ यू वांट टू डू दैट देन आई विल गाइड यू, बट यू विल नॉट गेट एनीथिंग आउट ऑफ इट। कुछ भी नहीं मिलेगा तुझे, एंड आई विल नॉट even tell you what you will get at the end, but that before the end time comes I will let you know, but you will be disappointed. इसलिए better you leave it, don't do that. जो कर रहा है वही कर। Can you see what he was doing? He was actually creating that curiosity within him, because the mind of a human works in a very typical way. It always runs towards it what it does not have. ये हमेशा उसी चीज के पीछे भागता है जिसमें, जो इसके पास नहीं है। तो वो क्या कर रहे थे उसके साथ? He was doing exactly the same thing. And all that kind of people, they must be having a great ego, a big ego. और वो उसके ईगो के ऊपर चोट कर रहा था कि तेरे से नहीं हो पाएगा, you cannot do it. But he finally says, no, whatever it is I'm going to do it, you teach me, what should I do? गुरु कहते ठीक है, but towards the end if you get disappointed, it's not my fault. He said, whatever it is, but I will also show it, I can do it. This is very good, welcome. फिर उसको ध्यान के बारे में सिखाते हैं। He says, go, how to meditate and all those things. लेकिन मेडिटेशन होता है क्या? होता है? नहीं होता है? नहीं होता है? My goodness, what have you been doing all these years? मेडिटेशन नहीं होता है क्योंकि यू हैव ऑलरेडी एक्सेप्टेड ए कॉन्सेप्ट दैट मेडिटेशन आपका नहीं है. You cannot do meditation. You have already accepted it. That's the problem with you. क्यों नहीं होता है? मैं बताऊं कैसे मेडिटेशन करना चाहिए. I am going to reveal a few things, and at the same time we will use the same thing in our meditations. Okay? इसे बड़े ध्यान से सुनो अभी. How many of you believe you cannot meditate? मतलब ध्यान नहीं लगता, या तो कभी कभी लग जाता है, कभी कभी नहीं लगता है. हाँ, अब हाथ उठाने की जरूरत भी नहीं है, सारे चेहरे पे दिखे हुए. कहते यही होता है, बाद में तो पता नहीं, बस सांसें गिनते रहते हैं हम बैठ के. Now you sit and just look our breath and we count our breaths. Okay, एक गया, दो गया, तीन गया. ना. It is not that you don't know how to meditate, but the thing is, so थोड़े ट्रिक्स ले लो. ठीक है विजय जी? ध्यान क्यों नहीं लगता है? बोलते मैं आंख बंद करके बैठा हूं, सारे विचार आ जाते हैं, यही ना? अच्छा, कुछ चीजें आपके जीवन की बताना चाहता हूं मैं, और आप मुझे बताइएगा आपका ध्यान लगा था नहीं लगा था. ठीक है? When you are angry, आप जब परम सीमा में हो, मतलब गुस्से के परम चरम सीमा पे हो, कुछ और सोच रहे थे? Were you thinking anything else? नहीं ना? क्यों? How do you do that? मतलब जब इतना गुस्सा है कि और कोई सोच ही नहीं आ रहा, वो भी तो ध्यान ही है ना? इतने ध्यान से गुस्सा करते हो that you cannot think anything else. You are so engrossed in your anger that you cannot think anything else. Netflix. ना, कुछ लोग हंस रहे हैं, मतलब पता चल गया कौन कौन देखता है. When you are engrossed into that movie, you are so engrossed into that, you don't have any other thought. 3 घंटा कब चला गया पता नहीं चला. You don't know what 3 hours. लोगों के तो दिन दिन चले जाते हैं. Like how the day went, they also never know. So how do you do that? How are you so focused in that moment? You are so focused in that moment that your mind is not wavering. क्या कारण हो सकता है? We have never explored this part. देखो, आपके गुस्से में भी आपके ध्यान का रहस्य छिपा है. हाँ, Instagram, Facebook, all technological stuff they have invaded. So whatever you do, you all know. But every one of us at times are so engrossed in doing that thing that we forget everything. होता है कि नहीं होता? किसी के लिए खाना हो सकता है, या तो किसी के लिए ऐसा भी हो सकता है, just somebody, a beautiful girl is passing by and they are looking at them and so engrossed in that they are not able to think anything else. Yes or no? हो सकता है. But in that moment आपके अंदर इतना ध्यान कैसे आ जाता है? Nobody told you to become silent, nobody told you to focus, but you are focused. You know why? Because that's where आपके इंद्रियां खींच के ले जाती है आपको. Utmost interest, absolutely. But what about ध्यान, meditation? Utmost interest नहीं है. मतलब सब कर रहे, मैं भी कर लेता हूं. Right? Because that is the reason, that's where people falter. One, they have accepted कि उनसे नहीं होगा. दूसरा, चलो करके देखते, हो गया तो हो गया, नहीं हुआ तो क्या है ना विजय जी? यही करते हैं ना लोग. तो हो गया तो हो गया, नहीं हुआ तो. So how can you create that kind of unwavering focus even while you are doing meditation? ये बड़ा सवाल है। चलो कोई नहीं, वी विल डू दैट प्रैक्टिकली टुडे। ओके, नाउ उसे कहते हैं कि जाके ध्यान कर, एंड दिस पर्सन गोज एंड ही ट्राइज टू मेडिटेट, बट व्हेन ही सिट्स he starts questioning himself, क्या कर रहा हूं बैठ के यहाँ पे। ये टाइम पे थोड़े मजे और ले लेता। I could have gotten some more money, I would have looted few more people, I have enjoyed some more wine. What am I doing here? आता है कभी आपको? नहीं आता? Good. If that is not coming, you have already covered a hurdle. आप एक बड़ा रुकावट क्रॉस कर चुके हो। Because remember the initial phase, when you sit down there, you only say, no, a lot of thoughts come. What does that mean? What is the thought that is coming? I understand this part also. जो विचार आते हैं, क्यों विचार आए? विचार इसलिए आते हैं कि आपको उस समय में यह लगता है कि इससे बेटर तो मैं वो काम कर सकता था। Yes or no? आप सोचते हो कि अरे I could have cooked some food, I would have done that, I would have taken care of this. अरे कपड़े पड़े हुए हैं, उसको सुखाना था। Now tell me, which one is more important for you? कपड़े सुखाना, drying your clothes, or finding yourself? That's always the dilemma. वो कहते हैं हम अपने आप को कल ढूंढ लेंगे, कपड़े आज सुखाने। Because in that moment you give a priority to some other thing, that's why you cannot meditate. आपसे ध्यान नहीं हो पाता है। तो उसका हाल भी वही था, वो भी बैठ के सोच रहा, अरे क्या कर रहा हूं यहाँ पे बैठ के, क्या पंगे ले लिए मैंने। It's a better, like I could not, I should have just left it. I would have been happy what I was doing. What happened that I got into this crazy idea of this old man? वो ऐसे ही सोच रहा था, तभी गुरु आते हैं और कहते हैं कि क्यों, क्या हुआ, ध्यान नहीं लग रहा? कहते नहीं लग रहा, तो एक काम कर, छोड़ दे, चला जा, you leave it and go. जो कर रहा था वही कर, मैंने कहा था ना तेरे से नहीं होगा। You cannot do it. I have already told you that you cannot do it. Right? But who is the sage and who is the villain here? यहाँ पे वो संत कौन है और वो दुष्ट व्यक्ति कौन है, ये भी आप ही के अंदर है। Are you getting the trick? You have a ego or your जो मन है उसके ईगो है? ध्यान से देखना एक बार, मैं जो बोल रहा हूं, इज इट योर ईगो और इट इज द ईगो ऑफ योर माइंड? ईगो किस में है? आप में है। आप जब मन को अपना मान लेते हो तब ईगो हो जाता है आपका। इट्स जस्ट लाइक अडॉप्टिंग, एंड वी हैव ऑल अडॉप्टेड इट। बच्चे की तरह लेके घूमते हैं उसे। बट ईगो किसका है, किसके अंदर है ईगो, पहले सोच लो। You see, you dissect that and you will find that the ego is always there in the mind, never as you. Clear hai? Now, so who is the saint here? You. Who is the bad person here? The mind that we are talking about. वही तो विचलित करता है ना। So उसको क्या कहना चाहिए प्रीति जी? जब ध्यान करने बैठो तो उसको भी वही बोलो, उसका बड़ा ईगो है, उसको बोल के देखो तेरे से नहीं हो पाएगा, वो करके दिखाएगा। यस और नो? उसे कहो मैं ना बिल्कुल बंदर के बारे में नहीं सोचूंगा, तू भी मत सोच। फिर देखो क्या होता है, बंदर ही नाचने लगेंगे आपके सर में। एक मिनट बोलूं एक चीज, तुम ना बंदर के बारे में सोच ही नहीं सकते। None of you can think about a monkey now. All that you think is monkeys. Can you see? The same thing that is creating a hurdle can also become a pedestal for you to climb. जानना जरूरी है, if you understand this simple part. So whenever you are sitting to meditate, what you have to do? क्या करना है? उसे ये नहीं कहना कि चुप होके बैठ। वो भी कहता मैं अभी दिखाता हूं कैसे चुप नहीं बैठ सकता। So what you have to do? अब देखो वो भी सुन रहा है, but at times you will overcome that also, so don't worry. तो आ जाएगा, वो स्थिति आएगी. So what you have to do, शशि जी, next time you sit for meditation, उसे ये मत कहो कि शांत बैठो, उसे चैलेंज दे दो. तू तो शांत बैठ ही नहीं सकता, अभी बोल के देखो. जस्ट ट्राई नाउ. तू तो निर्विचार हो ही नहीं सकता. चेक. द मोमेंट यू गिव इट दैट चैलेंज, अपने आप निर्विचार हो जाते हो. क्या कहते हो कि निर्विचार होने के लिए बहुत तकलीफ होती है. यू डोंट नो द ट्रिक्स. विनय लता जी, एक बार बोल के देखो अपने आप को, फिर बोलो. नीलिमा जी, जस्ट गिव इट अ चैलेंज. आई गिव यू 2 minutes टाइम. लेट्स डू इट प्रैक्टिकली, बिकॉज कहानी तो चलती रहेगी. कहानी चलती रहेगी दीपिका जी, डोंट वरी. ये भी टूटेगा, दिस विल ऑल्सो ब्रेक एनीवेज. कहानी चलेगी, बट क्वेश्चन दैट टू योरसेल्फ नाउ. मैं इसीलिए कहता हूं अपने आप से करो, मुझे बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है. यू टेल द सेम थिंग टू योरसेल्फ. क्लोज योर आईज फॉर 2 minutes, experience it and tell me what the result is. Now it is 5:44. I will again start speaking at 5:46. Close your eyes, give it a challenge. तू चुप बैठ नहीं सकता. You cannot sit idle. You cannot be thoughtless. और तू छोड़ ही दे बस. और द लास्ट स्टेटमेंट वुड बी, तू तो ध्यान कर ही नहीं सकता. तू तो 1 मिनट का भी ध्यान नहीं कर सकता. And whenever it brings a thought, remind it again. तेरे से नहीं हो पाएगा. Just tell it whenever a thought is coming. You cannot do it anyways. तू छोड़ ही दे. Okay, open your eyes. This technique was for all those people, those who are not even able to do that 1 minute meditation throughout the day. जो कहते हैं वो 1 मिनट का मेडिटेशन कैसे करना है, ऐसे करना है. Thoughts? हैं? So did you realize that you didn't fought with your mind, you handled your mind? Did you experience that? Sumaji? Instantaneously. लेकिन आज तक क्या कर रहे थे? वी आर ट्राइंग टू फाइट विथ इट, राइट दीपिका जी? सो इंस्टेड ऑफ फाइटिंग, युक्ति लगा दो, टेक्निक्स. So now you understood how to make your mind work. I just gave you an idea. आज के बाद जब वो आके कहेगा ना कि अरे ये बहुत मुश्किल काम है, हाँ बिल्कुल सही बोला, तेरे से नहीं हो पाएगा. Anything in this world, any work that you are doing, anytime it comes and says that to you, how are you going to handle your mind? वो जो कहता है आज तक क्या कर रहा था, all these days it was agreeing to you and not doing and then telling you that you are a failure. ध्यान में भी वही कहता है ना, क्या इतने साल से बैठा है आंख बंद करके, क्या मिला तेरे को? Change that. Whenever anything that happens in your life and it says, let's say it's a work life challenge out there. There is a situation in the world which you have to tackle, but you are not able to because your mind is playing games with you. So what do you have to do? Don't oppose it. You say, बिल्कुल सही बोला, नहीं हो पाएगा, तेरे से तो नहीं हो पाएगा. Somebody else will do it, but you cannot do it. Then you see, it will bring such amazing ways to do it that you will be stunned. तो गुरु वहां पे क्या कर रहा था? तू छोड़ दे, तेरे से नहीं हो पाएगा, पहले ही बोल दिया था, निकल यहां से. और कहां फंस रहा है तू? तो अच्छा, यू कैन एंजॉय दैट, नो? नहीं, अगर गुरु वहां पे उसको ये बोलता कि नहीं नहीं तू आंख बंद करके बैठ, हो जाएगा हो जाएगा, यू ट्राई, होता नहीं होता था. सो व्हाट ही डिड, गुरु कहता तेरे से नहीं हो पाएगा, यू लीव इट. ही सेज मैं भी देखता हूं कैसे नहीं हो पाएगा. ठीक है, बैठ. ओके, यू सिट. So he sits there, tries for some time, again the next day the same thoughts. अरे फिर क्या कर रहा हूं यहां बैठ के? गुरु फिर आ जाता है, अभी भी टाइम है, भाग जा. Still there is time, you can go back to what you are. Why are you? I will take the questions also towards the end, okay? Because I think Binduji asked a question like, Mahadev, doesn't it give depressing thoughts if we say for everything? No, I'll tell you to handle that also, so don't worry. वो लास्ट में मैं उसका भी उत्तर दे दूंगा. If you have any questions, I'll take some questions today, okay? So the next day the same thing, the Guru comes and says, okay, अभी भी time है, भाग जा, you run away from this place. So he says, no, I want to try. He says, okay, good, sit. ऐसे होते होते महीने बीत जाते हैं, few months pass by. अभी भी ध्यान नहीं होता उससे, लेकिन हारना नहीं आता उसे. So what he does, he just sits there and at least he was doing acting of that. Anyone? ध्यान होता नहीं है, लेकिन एक्टिंग तो कर ही लेते होंगे, right? But one more psychological thing that you have to understand is the body and mind combination, right? The body and mind combination is, if you have a good thought, the body reflects that, or if you are active in the body, the mind also gets active. They are interconnected. So what he was doing is he was acting to be like that. आपने देखा है ना, ऐसा पूरा हाथ सीधा करके बैठते हैं. Remember I said, whenever you have to take a photo, you can do that, but that is not the right posture. पूरा ऐसे अकड़ के बैठते. No, that's not it. Right? So एक महीना बीत जाता है, but he still continues to do that. The Guru कभी कभी आता है, फिर नहीं हो रहा ना, निकल जा. What are you doing here? Why are you wasting your time? Go away from this place. Why are you here again? ऐसे ही करते रहे. ऐसे होते होते वाणी जी 1 year passes. 1 year goes on. But this day he wakes up. What did I got in this last 1 year? क्या मिला मुझे? जाता है गुरु के पास. गुरु कहता है मैंने तो तेरे को पहले ही बोला था कुछ नहीं मिलने वाला तेरे को, नो मी, कुछ भी नहीं मिलेगा, तो व्हाई आर यू सिटिंग हियर, गो। बट सर, even though I have sat there for a few moments, I was happy in that moment. How do you say that I cannot get anything? He says, तुझे अगर लगता है कुछ मिला है तो ठीक है, तुझे अगर लगता है नहीं मिला तो जा, निकल जा यहाँ से, you just run away from this place. If you get anything, stay. Then he asked, but how will I know that I get something? ये सवाल आता है नहीं सबको, अच्छा 1 साल तो कर लिया लेकिन मिला क्या? अब मुझे पता नहीं चल रहा कि क्या मिला, लेकिन आप बता सकते हो क्या क्या मिला मुझे? Then the Guru says, yes, there are certain things in life that you will get, but you will never see it. कुछ चीजें तुम्हें मिल जाएंगी लेकिन तुम्हें पता नहीं चलेगा। बता दो कैसे पता चलेगा? So you become your own yardsticks, not me. The Guru ये बताते हैं, and he says, okay, let's do one thing. Let us go to the other village. I have to travel somewhere, so you also travel along with me. तो जाता है, और जैसे ही जाता है, on the way to the other village, what he sees is there was a female going. एक लेडी, एक औरत जा रही है वहां से, lot of gold jewelry on her. प्रवृत्ति फिर जाग गई, 1 साल से संत बने थे, मौका फिर मिल गया। अरे, for the last 1 year I have not enjoyed. I thought I will also do what I like and also become like this. आज मौका मिला, so let me do one thing. गुरु जी को कहते हैं आप चलो आगे, मैं थोड़ा पानी वानी पी के आता हूँ। I will go. I am just coming. Yeah, temptation. हाथ में खुजली होती है ना लोगों की। Then what is it? Okay, so you go, I'll come back. गुरु आगे चलते हैं, ये पीछे पीछे जाता है, वो लेडी के पीछे। He goes behind the lady, and when he finds a lonely place, he puts her down and throws her on the ground and starts snatching the gold chain. And by this time, when he snatched it, he took a stone and was about to hit the head of the lady, because that's what he has been doing throughout his life. लूटता और मार देता, so that nobody tells about him. But the moment he was holding the stone in his hand to crush the head of that lady, in that moment he said, what I am doing now? क्या कर रहा हूं मैं? And that time that lady was pleading, oh, please don't kill me. I have little kids and they will be orphaned, and please leave me. If you want to take all the gold, take it, but leave me, leave me. In that moment, he was holding that stone and thinking like, what am I doing? He throws the stone away, picks up the lady again, और उसे माफी मांगता है. He asks for forgiveness. He says, sister, please forgive me. I don't know what happened to me in this moment, but please take all your things. Please go, forgive me for this. उसे समझ में नहीं आता हो क्या रहा है उसके साथ. He goes to the Guru again. गुरु कहते कहाँ चला गया था? वही ना जहां से आया था. Where have you gone? The same place where you started, right? He says, but I have to narrate a story. He says, go ahead. और वो बताता है क्या हुआ. And he says, what has happened to me now? Guru says, that's what I said, no. तू नहीं रहेगा. And you saw what you have gained in this last 1 year. At least तेरे अंदर एक विचार आ गया है कि तू बुरे कर्म ना करे. You have gotten the idea. Even just by acting to sit and meditate, at least something has changed within you. But if you don't like it, you can run away from here right now. तो अभी भी भाग सकते हैं. चला जा, वो पुरानी लाइफ में चला जा अगर उसमें मजे आ रहे. बोला no, I don't want to go there. I want to go along with you. Okay, चलो, no problem. Let's go. And then he asks, like, few more years pass by, and he has become like absolutely silent, never doing anything wrong. And Guru always used to say, agar whatever good you get, you just pass it on to others. तो क्या करता है, दूसरों की मदद करने की कोशिश करता है and all those stuff. Then one fine day, he was going somewhere else and he saw another lady. She was sitting there with 2 kids and crying. He says, why are you crying and all those things? So she said like, oh, my husband died and I don't even have food to feed my kids. Then in that moment, he remembered one thing. All the money that he has ever accumulated, he has dumped it somewhere. He has kept it in a somewhere hidden. उसे वो चीज याद आती है, अरे there is a money out there. So he says, sister, you sit here. I'm going to give you money. You take it. He goes, brings the money, a little bit of money and gives it to her, but warns her. He says, ये बहुत बुरी चीज है क्योंकि मैंने इसे सही तरीके से नहीं कमाया है. I have not gotten it in the right way. But one thing that I want to warn you is that use it in the right way. And use it in such a way that it keeps on coming to you, because it can go away and not come back. इसका क्षय हो सकता है. But you do in such a way, you use it in such a way so that it comes back to you, so that your kids are taken care of. But never get attached to it. Told all this gyan, again goes back to Guru, thinking that why I am doing all these things now? ये सब क्यों कर रहा हूं? The Guru laughs and says, if you don't like, you can go back to your previous life. And that minute he says, I think like I'm becoming, what do you call that? मैं भीरू बन जा रहा हूं. I don't have the courage anymore. I think like I'm becoming too soft now. Anyone? I'm becoming too soft now that I'm not able to fight with other people. तो गुरु कहते हैं कि किसी को मारना, किसी को लूटना वो वीरता नहीं होती है, वो कायरता होती है. तो तुमको जो लग रहा है कि तुम अभी शांत हो गए हो और तुम वीरता खो रहे हो, ये वीरता खोने का बात नहीं है, ये वीरता जगाने का बात है. Now you are actually having the courage to overcome what you were and help others. If you really want to get the courage, go help someone who is in trouble. Make someone smile. Do something for others. That takes courage, because if you are only doing for yourself, that's not courage. That's selfishness. And then he says, okay, fine. And then one fine day, the Guru says, you see, you remember the sword that you had? He says, yes. Now holding the sword is different thing. Fighting with the sword is different thing. And having it and not using it until it is required is a different thing. He could not understand. He says, तलवार तेरे साथ हो सकता है, लेकिन तलवार किसी को काटने के लिए जरूरी नहीं है. It can also be there with you, but it is not required that it will be doing harm to others. He says, but why are you telling me this? He said, you will not understand it anyways, but later someday you will. Then he goes back again to the meditative process. और ध्यान में रहते रहते कुछ सालों में he reaches to the highest state. He gets realized. And that day he comes back to the Guru and says, you said that I will no more be there. But here, look, I am here. तो गुरु कहते यही तो सच बात है. जो तू था वो है क्या? What you were, are you still that? He says, no. That's transformation. मैंने वही कहा था कि तू नहीं रहेगा. मैं भी आपको वही कहता हूं कि आप नहीं रहोगे, मैं नहीं रहूंगा. Because in that moment, what will happen is, what and where you started, you will never be the same again, because it is always transformed. And then he says, I am not there, but for the first time in my life, I feel like I am living my life now. All this time I have been running, but now I feel I'm living my life. Guru says, chalo, Let's do one thing. Let's go and do bhiksha. We are hungry, so let's go and do some bhiksha. And that moment, when they are about to go to do the bhiksha, the guru looks at the student and the student looks at the guru, and both smile at each other. Can you tell me why they were smiling at each other? The reason is, the student now knew that this person, the guru, he can manifest anything, but he still goes out for bhiksha. वो चाहे तो कुछ भी कर सकता है, लेकिन फिर भी भिक्षा मांगने के लिए जाता है. इसका मतलब उसको आज समझ में आया कि तलवार तो है, he has the sword, but it doesn't mean that he will kill everything. And then they look at each other and laugh and smile and go out to do the bhiksha. उसी तरीके से in this life, you have power, you have might, you have strength, but you laugh and you say, I can do anything, but let me go. And then, you know what you will do? That day you become a guru for somebody else. And may you all find that path. May you all realize, one fine day you just look at me, I just look at you, and we will smile. We don't talk anymore. And in that smiling itself, we realize, okay, what it is. Did we learn anything from this story? I don't think so. But at the same time, many things. कहानी बहुत सरल है, कोई कॉम्प्लिकेटेड कहानी नहीं है, क्योंकि आप सरल हो. आप कॉम्प्लिकेटेड होते तो मैं आपको कॉम्प्लिकेटेड स्टोरी सुनाता. But by looking at you, I know, like, I have understood by being with you people that you don't need hard hits. Little tweaking is good for you. हाँ, कुछ लातों के भूत होंगे, उनके लिए चला देंगे और क्या. But for you, just realize that this was a so simple story. कुछ था इस कहानी में. But while listening to these stories, how many times it just clicked you? How many times these simple things came up which can be absolutely used practically in our lives to change our lives? But अभी तक तो हम हंसे नहीं एक दूसरे को देख के. So we'll do one thing. We'll do it practically now. We'll do practically a meditation. And then we come out. And when we come out, तब देखते हैं हंसी छूटती है कि नहीं. So Rajan ji, ready? So this is going to be which one? What meditation will we do? मैं नहीं रहूंगा. Ready? तो वो आपको पहले ही बोल देता हूं, जिसको जाना है चला जाए. You have a switch called as leave button. You can leave it and go now. क्योंकि शायद किसी से हो ना पाए. So please, even if you don't dim your light also, we can manage. And if you want to have the aroma, put the scent, dim the light. No, the drama should be there ना. नीलिमा जी starting में वो थोड़ा ड्रामा हुए तो मन करता, नहीं अभी अभी तो मैं पूजा कर रहा हूं. हाँ, that's okay. Whatever it is. So very, very subtle meditation that we are going to do. Okay? बहुत ही सरल होगा और बहुत ही आसान होगा कुछ लोगों के लिए. जिनको सरलता समझ में आती है उनके लिए अच्छा है, जिनको सरलता समझ में नहीं आती. Okay. So Santoshi ji, where is Shashi ji? He's meditating separately? No, he came back. Okay. So these people, those who are on the camera, that's the problem with them. Either it is a problem or it is a good thing. Problem is I will be watching what you are doing. Good thing is that I'm watching you. चलो आंखें बंद कर लो. Just close your eyes. First technique you already know. Check if you are having thoughts. अगर बहुत सारे विचार हैं, if there are distortions, if there are deviating thoughts, you know the technique, right? Apply that. But okay, तू यहीं रहना चाहता, you want to dwell in the thoughts, okay, go ahead with the thoughts. Because तू तो शांत बैठ ही नहीं सकता, you cannot sit quietly, right? Go ahead with that technique. Instead of focusing on breath, counting the breath, no, a new one. Just a minute or two time so that you settle down. Now, instead of giving instructions, play around with it. उसके साथ खेलो. You will be amazed the way you start playing, you will start laughing within yourself. वो अपने आप हंसी आ जाएगी आपको. आदित्य जी तो पूरा now we will create an image of our own self. अपना एक छवि बनाते हैं. How are we going to create that image of ourselves? Through thoughts. How? I will bring all the thoughts together that I think I am, especially the negative ones, especially the ones that makes me powerless. मेरे शक्तियां छीन लेता है जो इमेज मेरा है मेरे अंदर कि शायद मैंने कोई पाप किया है, कि शायद मुझे बहुत गुस्सा आता है, या तो मेरे से नहीं हो पाता, मेरे से मेडिटेशन नहीं हो पाता. All that thing that you think about yourself, the degrading thoughts, that's it. And create an image out of that. Create your own image that you don't like. आप पूछते हो ना मैं ऐसा क्यों हूं, वैसा क्यों हूं. Bring that also. And just give it a shape. आपके आंखों के सामने इमेजिनेशन से करो. Just create an image of it. Okay. Keep on creating. You want to add few more things? Add it. You will see slowly the seriousness starts. But let us get rid of it. तो छवि जितनी बदसूरत छवि बना सकते हो बना लो आज के लिए. Because I'll never pull you down again back to this space. Now, keeping that image in front of you, ask yourself. That image is in front of you now. आपके सामने वो छवि है. Now ask to yourself, what is that and what is me who is seeing it? वो जो छवि को मैं देख रहा हूं वो क्या है, और जो मैं कह रहा हूं ये क्या है. In order to differentiate that, give it two colors. The image that you have created, it should be black. And the you that you think yourself to be, it should be white in color. Now you will see like you are able to clearly differentiate between these two. It will take a shape and a form anyways. And don't even think what shape, what form it takes. But now, clearly there is a black image, there is a white image. The white part is you. The black part is what you think yourself to be. Hold on there. There will be a little friction. Stay there. Now imagine the white part questioning the black part. Are you really bad? Initially, they will fight. Initially, it will resist. But keep on. Because the white part should be a smiling face. Ask again, are you really bad? Are you the reality? Or just the thoughts? तो सच्चाई है या सिर्फ विचार है? And you see there is a movement in that black space. मानो जैसे धुआं हो वो. From a solid state, it just moves into the space of like a gaseous state. Again ask it, are you reality or just a thought? Ask it, are you happy that way? तो उस स्थिति में खुश है? There would be a big no. Then ask it, do you want to change? It is not saying yes, it is not saying no. Hold on, watch it. Ask it again. Do you want to change? Still no response. Hold on, watch it. But you see, slowly the white part of you is growing. The black part is slowly becoming smaller. Ask it again. You want to change? It asks how. तो पूछता है कैसे? You say because you are just a thought, you can be changed. It says no, it cannot be changed. ये बदला नहीं जा सकता. Tell it sahi, you are saying the truth. You cannot change. So live the way you are. तो अपने आप को बदल नहीं सकता, जैसा है वैसा ही रहे. It resists again. Tell it clearly. Why are you resisting? You don't have the guts to change. तुझ में बदलाव लाने की शक्ति नहीं है, क्षमता नहीं है तुझ में. So be the way you are. But now can you see immediately the moment you are saying this, the black is slowly vanishing on its own. Even you are not doing anything, you are just questioning it and it's vanishing. And slowly what is happening? The white is growing, the black is diminishing. And from this moment on, there is no meditation, there is no music, there is no talks from my side. You just sit until the black completely vanishes and all that remains is pure self. And don't open your eyes until I say. Just sit there. Let the black vanish completely. You become the absolute white and just stay there in that whiteness. And now you can hear my voice. And slowly take a deep breath. एक गहरी सांस. Slowly exhale it. Take your time to relax and open your eyes. Now, how many of you were able to connect? And despite you opening the eyes, your connect is still there. घर खाली लग रहा है ना? The house is vacant. The one who had occupied it is not here anymore. Okay, Sneha ji. Might be a little bit of the same practice will get you there. Some people will be connecting it so well. नहीं हुआ, फिर से करो. जैसे उसको विचार आए थे ना, that person, you remember the story of that person? कभी कभी मन में आ जाता ना, फिर से वही कर लो जाके. साफ हो गया है कचरा तो डालो मत, और उतना ही है. If you have cleaned it, pre-Diwali cleaning, I think. But धवल जी, मैंने अक्सर लोगों को देखा है, they clean during this Diwali. सारी साफ सफाई करते हैं. Then they bring out all the things down that these are not required. So let's throw it away. But then again, कैसे फेंक सकते हैं, बाद में काम आएगा. फिर उसी सामान को उठा के वापस ऊपर रख देते हैं. Yes or no? There is a simple technique to get rid of things that you don't need as well. Especially if you go and open your wardrobes, including mine also. I'm not excluding myself in that. For some of us, it is very difficult to even close the door of the wardrobe. But we don't get rid of it. There are so many clothes that are lying so long that I don't even know when I bought it and when I wore it. कभी कभी खुद ही चौंक जाती, ये कब खरीदा था. But we keep it. वहीं रहने दो. नए आए तो उसके ऊपर. But we'll not get rid of the old ones. So one simple thing that how you can get rid of it is just look at it and question it again. Let's say if this cloth is in the store right now, not in my wardrobe, it is in the store. Will I buy it? If the answer is no, then it is time for it to go. Yes. अगर मैं उसे फिर से नहीं खरीदूंगा, इसका मतलब I have outgrown that and I don't need it anymore. Give it to someone that might be requiring it. Not only with clothes, how about other things that run within ourselves? Give it away. Then we'll create an opportunity, Dhavalji, to bring new ones. You bring in new things into your life. How long will we drag with the same ones? And then you will find an amazing thing that will happen, Dhavalji. Even without your trying, your wardrobe will be filled again, because nature abhors vacuum. Because nature is always giving you. And what I'm going to say now might be a very typical thing. आप कभी खाली नहीं रहते. नेचर आपको हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ दे सकता है, देता है. Yes, दीपिका जी, please carry on. It always gives you something. So how? I said, देखो, सुख गया, दुख मिला. दुख गया, सुख मिला. वो हमेशा देता है. कुछ अच्छे लगते हैं, कुछ अच्छे नहीं लगते, लेकिन हमेशा देता है. लेता कुछ नहीं है. कुछ गया तो कुछ दे देगा. तबीयत खराब था, वो गया, अच्छा तबीयत आ गया, यू गॉट ए गुड हेल्थ. गुस्सा गया, शांति आ गई. Did you see? It is a process. Once goes, one enters. दिन गया, रात आई. रात गया, दिन आ गया. It's always giving. The only thing is, if you know the mastery of it, if something is given, how to master that part. It's just like this. दिन गया, रात आई, अंधेरा हो गया, but you can develop a bulb. You can gaze into the stars. So nature always abhors vacuum. वो हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ देता रहता है. जीवन गया, मृत्यु आई. मृत्यु गया, जीवन मिला. It's always giving. It's never taking. वो कुछ लेते ही immediately वापस दे देता है कुछ. ऐसा हुआ है कभी कि आज दिन गया, रात नहीं आई? नहीं हो सकता. Because it is a circle. It's a complete circle. And it's a complete circle because there is no break in it. So the thing that I told about the last time, like Rajji shared a video also yesterday on that. You remember that sweeper, the jhadudar tha? He cleans in such a way, if God has to come, he has to come there only. If God has to give you new things and looks at your wardrobe, बोले पहले ही भरा हुआ है, क्या दूं और. And when I'm talking of a wardrobe, I'm just giving a simple example. You can take it to any extent of your life. See where you have already filled it. And with the things that you don't need, we have filled ourselves with things that we don't need, that we are not having the things we can actually experience. हमने अपने घर को कचरे से भर रखा है, तो अच्छी चीजें कहां से रहेंगी? So this coming Diwali, anyways, we will be doing certain processes. I'm not sure if my time permits. because it is also going to be solar eclipse. I don't know who is going to get lucky this time. But the only thing is, I have to see if I have the time on that day. Agar hua, then we will do a siddhi in 20 minutes. वो वही समय पे हो सकता है, and it will happen just in 15 to 20 minutes. उसकी सिद्धि हो जाती है. So just from your side, keep yourself clutter free so that this new thing can come into your life. And at the same time, pray on my behalf that I get time to do that with all of you. क्योंकि आप लोग चाहोगे तो हो जाएगा. Because my schedule is so, because again it is going to be an amazing day. So many of you people might be doing the Lakshmi Puja one day before this time, right? Yes, Himavendu ji, it will be applied to you. Because I have been waiting for the time where I start it in that time so that everybody gets the benefit. Because all this time, since the day I told that I want to do this process, none of the time it was visible in India. It was visible in US, part of Canada, but it was never happening in India. Yes, धवल जी, उसको भी पता है आपको कब क्या चाहिए, वो अपने हिसाब से कर ही देगा. As you move on in this path, things will roll down. आ जाएगा सारी चीजें. Now, a few questions were there. Bindu ji, you asked a question, right? If you keep on, let me see if I have the question there. So Sasi ji has given a special request. I just saw it. Please don't give this technique or else Santoshi ji will throw away all the clothes and tomorrow I have to go for shopping again. Good, you got an opportunity. Sasi ji, remember that mango? इतना बड़ा मैंगो क्यों ड्रॉ करा? छोटा करके दे सकता था ना. So let us not go into that. You say like, absolutely, let her throw away and God will give me so much that I can buy a new wardrobe altogether. We never think in that path because that's operating from scarcity. We will never operate from that space. We will always operate from the space of abundance. और वैसे भी, Shashi ji, if God has to give you something, He will anyway throw it away. One little story came to my mind. Shall I? हाँ, go ahead. कुछ लोग बोलते चलो. So there was a person who believed in God, and he went to a new place, and there was a Nastik, means the person who doesn't believe in God. भगवान पे भरोसा नहीं करता है. And both are staying in a lodge. And this person who believes in God, सुबह सुबह रात के 4 बजे उठ जाता है और वो लेके बैठ जाता है. राम सिया राम जय जय राम. Starts to राम 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 और चिल्ला चिल्ला के राम को बुला रहा है. बेचारा राम आए तो नहीं आए, लेकिन ऊपर जो नास्तिक था ये जरूर आ गया नीचे. व्हाट्स गोइंग ऑन? ये क्या कर रहे हो तुम सुबह सुबह उठ के? मेरी नींद क्यों खराब कर रहे हो? ये क्या क्या जप रहे हो बैठ के? बोला क्या जप रहा हूं, मैं तो राम का नाम ले रहा हूं. बोला वो तो मुझे भी सुनाई दे रहा है, लेकिन सबको क्यों सुना रहा है? बोला कम से कम कुछ लोग जाग जाए. कुछ लोग जाग जाए. तुम जागे ना? What do you get by doing it? कहता मुझे नहीं पता, मेरा राम मुझसे ये करवाना चाहता है, मैं करता हूं. The Ram just wants to do it through me and I'm just doing it. I don't know. तेरा राम सब कुछ तेरे से करवाता है? बोला हाँ. कभी देखा है तेरे राम को? बोला ले देखा तो नहीं हूं, लेकिन सब कुछ वही करा देता है. बोला प्रूव इट. वही सब कुछ कराता है. You prove it, he does everything, and if you prove it, I will also become the भक्त of him. और कल सुबह तेरे साथ बैठ के मैं भी बजाने लगूंगा राम 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 राम. So this person is a very innocent guy. He says, but how do you want me to prove it? He said, see, I will help you with that part. So today I declare that I'm not going to eat any food. Will your Ram come and feed me? वो मुझे खिला सकता है क्या? मैं डिसाइड करता हूं मैं दिन भर नहीं खाऊंगा. क्या तुम्हारा राम मुझे खिला सकता है? He was an innocent guy. He says, अगर राम चाहे ना तुमको पीट पीट के खिला सकता है. तो ये कहता है ठीक है, देखते हैं तुम्हारा राम मुझे पीट पीट के कैसे खिलाता है. अगर पीट पीट पे खिला दिया, मैं तो ऐसे ही खाने वाला नहीं हूं. If he beats me up and makes me eat, then also I'll agree that you are right. He says, okay, how does it matter? तू पहले ही ऐसा था, अगर बदल गया तो अच्छी बात है, लेकिन राम जाने. He knows. And he sits and this person, he says, I have taken the challenge and I have to prove that he is wrong. Then what he does? He goes into the forest. जंगल में चला जाता है. बोलता है अब यहां रहूंगा तो कोई पूछेगा खाए नहीं खाए. ऐसे जगह पे जाता हूं कोई पूछने वाला ही ना हो. क्या? जंगल के अंदर गया. जंगल के अंदर इतना डीप चला जाता है कोई आ ही नहीं सकता वहां पे. फिर कहता है अगर नीचे बैठा तो कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है. तो क्या करता है? एक बड़े से पेड़ के ऊपर चढ़ जाता है. ऊपर जाके बैठ जाता है. अब कहता है कि अब देखता हूं कौन आता है और कौन मुझे खिलाता है. राम कैसे मुझे पीट पीट के खिलाता है आज. ऊपर बैठता है. विद इन नो टाइम ए ग्रुप ऑफ नोमैड्स कम. कोई वहां से जा रहे थे तो वहां आते हैं, उसी पेड़ के नीचे बैठ के खाना पकाना शुरू करते हैं. बट बाय द टाइम द फूड इज रेडी, दे आर ऑल सर्व्ड ऑन द प्लेट. ये ऊपर बैठ के अच्छा ठीक है मैं वहां से बच के आ गया, राम यहां तक पहुंच गया, लेकिन मैं देखता हूं पीट पीट के कैसे खिलाता है मुझे. मैं तो खाने की तरफ देखूंगा ही नहीं. He closes his eyes. In that moment somebody shouts, डाकू डाकू, लुटेरे आ गए, लुटेरे आ गए. ये जैसे ही सुनते हैं ये लोग भाग जाते हैं वहां से. जो खाना बना रहे थे, the people those who have already served the plates, they run away from that place out of fear. पूरे लुटेरे वहां आते और देखते पूरा थाली सजी हुई है. Every food is ready and everything. So लुटेरे कहते रहे खाना बढ़िया है, चलो बैठ के खा लेते. उसका सरदार कहता है डोंट टच द फूड. उसको छूना भी नहीं. किसी को पता चल गया है कि हम आने वाले हैं, इसलिए उस खाने में उसने जहर मिलाया होगा और जहर मिला के खाना रख दिया ताकि हम लोग खा लें और मर जाए. Then they said, but there is no one around. नहीं, ढूंढो कोई तो होगा. एक उसमें से कहता है गोली मार दूंगा मैं उसे मिले तो, जिसने हमारे खाने में जहर मिला के रखा है. ये सुन के ये थोड़ा हिल जाता है एंड द ट्री स्टार्ट शेकिंग. सबकी नजर ऊपर जाती है. ये क्या हिल रहा है? देखते ऊपर बैठा है. बोले उतार इसको, इसे पहले नीचे उतारो. डर मर गया. नीचे आ. नहीं नहीं मैंने कुछ नहीं किया. तूने कुछ नहीं किया तो खाना खा. नहीं नहीं मैं खाना नहीं खाऊंगा. कुछ भी कर लो मैं खाना नहीं खाऊंगा. बोले खा रहा है कि पीटू? नहीं खाऊंगा. लगाओ उसको अच्छे तरीके से, अच्छे से पीटे खिलाए. बोला तू यहां क्या कर रहा है? अगर इसमें जहर नहीं था तो छुप के क्यों बैठा था? वो डाकू पूछ रहा है. एंड ही नरेटेड द एंटायर स्टोरी व्हाट हैपेंड. फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम द डाकू सेज, अरे राम तो बड़ा पावरफुल है, तुझे वहां से भेज के इतना कुछ करवा दिया, पीटा और तुझे खिला दिया, अगर हम उसका नाम ले तो। बोले मुझे तो भरोसा हो गया है, अब आप अपना देख लो। So what does that indicate? It not only changed that person, it also changed at least what a thought in the mind of those people, that there is a possibility to change. उसने पहले दिन क्या कहा था जब सुबह सुबह बैठ के बजा रहा था, राम 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 बोल रहा था, बोला कि कुछ लोग सो रहे हैं, जाग जाएंगे शायद। Did you realize just by taking his name, he not only was awake himself, he also awoke so many people. वापस आता है और कहता है तेरा राम सच में पावरफुल है। बोला क्या हो गया? पूरी कहानी सुनाता है। बोला मुझे तो इतना भी नहीं पता था। Even I didn't knew that all these things can happen, but you just chose it. Did you saw that Ram even spoke through you to make you go through that? It's just like the same mantra that we speak na, Hari se milne Hari chale, Hari बैठे Hari पास, Hari जो मिले Hari से तो Hari भयो उदास. There's the same story. Means all that is being done, all that is being said, all that is being created by you or experienced by you, it's all the same. वो सारा एक ही है. अब आपसे वो क्या करवाना चाहता है, किस रूप में करवाना चाहता है? शायद अगर कल संतोषी जी जाके बाहर पूरे कपड़े दे दे किसी को, तो समझ लेना राम कुछ नया देने वाला है. शायद हमारे जो चीजें हैं जो हमारे लिए काम के नहीं है, but there are people those who might be needing it. So this Diwali, what you do? Give away certain things that you don't need, but for them it might be the most important thing. Winter is coming. Give some woolen clothes that you don't need. Give away. क्या करना है उसको रख के? खाली कचरा कर रहे हो और कुछ नहीं है. So this Diwali, not only clean your wardrobe, clean yourself. Also give away all that things that you don't need in your life anymore. Stay no to that. हम रोज हारते हैं अपने आप से. मैं तो कहता हूं एक बार प्रण ले लो. Once you decide for once. What? Just like Bhishma took one day, he said, I'm not going to get married. एक ही बार प्रण लिया and never got married. You also take one commitment towards yourself that from this day on, whatever happens, I am not going to deviate from this path, or I'm not going to be unhappy anymore. एक ही प्रतिज्ञा. One promise to yourself. Stick to that. Come what may. फिर देखना आपके अंदर क्या ऊर्जा जागती है. How can somebody make me unhappy? How can something make me unhappy? No, I decide that from this day on, I will never be unhappy. Commitment to yourself. You fail from yourself because you have not committed yourself to it. Try. At least, don't say for life, at least start. Today, I am not going to be sad. इतना कर सकते हो? क्योंकि कल का भरोसा नहीं है ना आपको. राम पे भरोसा नहीं है. लोगों पे भरोसा है कि ये तो मुझे दुखी करके ही रहेंगे. इसीलिए आप ये कहते हो कि मैं सुखी नहीं रह सकता. You believe more in other people than yourself. चलो ठीक है, एक दिन भी ज्यादा रहता है, अगले 1 घंटे के लिए मैं खुश रहूंगा. Can give that commitment? चलो वो भी नहीं, छोड़ दो. अगले 5 मिनट के लिए मैं खुश रहूंगा. नहीं, 1 मिनट. 1 मिनट का कमिटमेंट दे सकते हो ना, कि अगले 1 मिनट में चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू डिविएट, आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू बी अनहैप्पी। कर सकते हो? नहीं, आधा मिनट, नहीं तो तुम भाग जाओ, आधा मिनट नहीं कर सकते तो। देखो जैसे ही आधा मिनट का कमिटमेंट आया सब हंसने लगे हैं, दैट मीन्स आपका कमिटमेंट उतना ही है। चलो, स्टिल गुड। If you cannot give a commitment for lifetime, give it a commitment for a day. If you cannot commit for a day, give it a commitment for an hour. If you cannot commit for an hour, give a commitment for a minute. If you cannot commit for a minute, commit for a half a second. क्योंकि जीवन ऐसे ही बनता है, क्षण क्षण से बनता है, सालों से नहीं बनता, क्षण क्षण से बनता है। और अगर हर क्षण आप अपने आप को प्रण लेते गए कि आई एम गोइंग टू बी हैप्पी फॉर द नेक्स्ट 2 minutes, come what may, I'm going to be happy for the next 5 minutes, come what may, you will transform your life. Yes or no? So you know yourself, so commit as per your willpower. But I would be happy to hear some people, those who say, from this day on I commit, I'm never going to be unhappy again. Yes, there will be situations sometimes. I might cry. I might be going through a certain thing. But that will never shake me up from my own self. मेरे अंदर से कुछ नहीं हिलेगा. If you just declare that, no, you will see what kind of power is bestowed on you. वो शक्ति आपके अंदर ऊर्जा बन के जाग जाएगी. क्योंकि मुझे पता है, अगर राम चाहे तो आपको पीट पीट के खिला सकता है, तो उसी तरीके से अगर राम चाहे तो आपके अंदर वो कमिटमेंट भी जगा सकता है. Do you believe it? If you believe it, go live. Are you the same what came today when we started? I said, no, it is not going to be a devastating one. It's going to be a very, very simple one, very subtle one. कुछ नहीं बदलेगा, लेकिन आप बदल जाओगे. कोई सोच रहा है क्या क्या फेंक सकता हूं, कोई सोच रहा है क्या क्या खरीद सकता हूं. Because life will always keep on giving you. लेकिन सबसे बड़ी बात, दुख गया तो सुख आता है, दिन गया तो रात आती है, रात गया तो दिन आता है. इसका मतलब जो आपको नहीं चाहिए वो आप दे दिए तो. You see, the game is of duality. And if the game is of duality, if I give up what is not good for me, what's going to fill up? You are intelligent enough, right? नहीं विजय जी, अगर दिन गए तो रात आती है, तो मैं जो मुझे जिस चीज की जरूरत नहीं है, मेरे से अगर लगता है कि ये बुराई है, उसको अगर मैं जाने दूं तो क्या भर जाऊंगा? अच्छाई से भर जाऊंगा. जस्ट लाइक धवल जी सेड, नो, द ब्लैक वन वैनिश्ड. क्या करे आप एक्चुअली? यू डिड द सेम थिंग. You gave away and it is filled with that silence and serenity. मुश्किल है, प्रैक्टिस की जरूरत होगी. A little bit of commitment. How many of you are continuing with the 1 minute meditation? If you do, you know what results you get, and you just get like amazed every time that you do it. So that's your commitment. So till we meet. Oh, there was a question there. I just missed it. So if any questions, please raise your hand or at least type the message so that I can get it, because many messages have crawled over. Okay. Bindu ji, you have also asked a question. If you can please retype that. Yeah, Dhaval ji.
Pranam.
Pranam.
quick one. When we say this initial giving command that you can't do it, you won't do it, you are not capable. So I know, of course, we know the power of auto-suggestion, visualization. Feed your brain with positivity. But
Dhavalji, the voice is not very clear for me. Not sure how about others.
Yeah, I think now it will come.
Yeah.
So I was saying that we all know the power of positivity, auto-suggestion, visualizations, giving right commands. But this one which we discussed, was it only for one time activity, or because it's really sometimes
very good
reversed instead of giving
okay
positive?
So the question is, what was it all about, right? Is it just for one time, or it can be used, and why did we do that? Because it seems very gross, right? Because the kind of things that we do, it seems very gross to that.
Because we know that negativity
Absolutely.
catch up fast.
Yes. No, negativity catches up fast because we believe that. I said, no, there are some statements that have been given and ingrained into us. That's why we are living that life. जैसे मैं कहता हूं, मेरे से ध्यान नहीं होता है. Because we have started believing that. What you started believing, that you started living that. So here what we did is, this is a one more technique that we added, especially when the mind is not within your control. You're not able to. Then what do? You play around with it, with a challenge on it. There is nahi ho payega. You cannot sit idle. You cannot sit quiet. You cannot be silent for this moment. Gussa bahut zor se aa raha hai. Very difficult to control, na? But in that moment, just look at it and you say, तू तो शांत रह ही नहीं सकता. 100% नहीं हुआ धवल जी. Even if it happens for 70% of the time. अच्छा 70% नहीं हुआ, 10% of the time नहीं हुआ, 1%. At least for that moment you saved yourself. And who knows, that 1 minute might have been the most crucial thing that could have ever happened to you. And at the same time, when you are teaching somebody to meditate, what are you going to tell them? ये आपको इसलिए दिया नहीं गया कि क्योंकि खाली आप ही को इस्तेमाल करना, ये आपको इसलिए दिया गया कि उन लोगों को भी सिखा सको जो नहीं कर पाते.
I got another answer in this.
Right?
Yeah.
That's how you help. लेके क्या जाना है, इसलिए दे रहे हैं. So go ahead, help someone who is trying to meditate but not able to meditate. Give them these techniques. What's the problem?
Yes.
Right?
Thank you.
Chalo. Thank you, Dhavalji.
Thank you, Hariji.
So the other question was, if we go on saying that we can't do for mind, for everything, doesn't it bring depressing thoughts? Okay, Himabindu ji. So her question is, if we keep on suggesting the mind that you cannot do this, now what I'm saying is, we will only challenge it in the things that are in favor of us, not for everything. मुझे शांत बैठना है. आज तक क्या कर रहे थे मृदुल? अरे शांत बैठ, म्यूजिक लगा दो, ये कर लो, सांसों के ऊपर ध्यान दो. नहीं हो रहा है. It's again fighting with you. So what do? You don't fight with it. युक्ति लगाओ. What is? अच्छा देखते हैं, तू 5 मिनट तो बैठ ही नहीं सकता. Use it in your favor. The first and foremost thing, differentiate yourself from that mind. You know what is happening actually in this? You are able to see your mind apart from you, not as you. That's the secret in that. आप अपने आप को मन नहीं मान रहे हो, आप अपने आप को मन से अलग करके देख रहे हो. Yes or no? In a very simple manner, even without you telling, I actually showed you that you are not the mind. And that's where you only choose what is good for you. आप क्या क्या experience करना चाहते हो, now go play with it. Might be a very simple one for everyone. Thank you, Himabindu ji. Might be a very simple thing for every one of us, because we have traveled a lot in this path. But I thought there are certain people, those who need it. Might be you become the source through whom they will awake. And might be it is you who might be awakening again at times with this. Okay? So thank you everyone. Thank you for being here. I tried to make it a very simple one today. Because कभी-कभी मैंने देखा है कि लोग कॉम्प्लेक्स फूड खाते खाते कहते हैं कि एक दिन सादा खाना चाहिए, रोटी दाल चाहिए बस, और कुछ नहीं चाहिए. बहुत पिज्जा बर्गर हो गए. So I just thought like, let me give a very simple one. Thank you, Santoshi ji. And don't worry, I have many complicated things to talk as well. So we'll come up. I was talking to Haribhai, like there are 56 kinds of Ganesh. 56 तरीके के गणेश होते हैं. आप कितनों को जानते हो? What is the difference between Narayan and then what do you call as Vishnu? किसे पता है? विष्णु कौन है, नारायण कौन है? आपके लिए सब एक ही हैं. नहीं है. So complex things, if you want, we can do a lot of complex things on that part also. So just be there. Many things are coming. But I thought like a little cleaning was required today. So thank you everyone. See you again on Wednesday with your queries, with your questions. And yes, go and experiment with it. If you come along with some questions for Wednesday, that would be great. We will be happy to clean that up again. Okay. And as we all know, like Alivaji has already posted it, the Madhav Seva group is doing entire 5 places they are going today, I believe. And there are many hidden people, those who are not telling their names, but it was only possible because of them. But we accept, we are okay with it. We respect their choice not to tell their names. But Alivaji, we know that in order to do this seva at 5 different places, more than 1 lakh of rupee has come into, and all that is going into the hands of the kids now in the form of the things that is required in their life. So thank you. Thank you everyone for being Ram. राम को देखा है नहीं, लेकिन वो काम कर देता है. हाँ, वैसा ही. चलो, so see you again. Till then, commit to yourself that you are not going to be unhappy for the next 5 minutes. Remind that after 5 minutes.